Ari says, hecking loud ads. Cosmos. And she says, calm down, right? And Rustic says, Cetaphil, Starbucks cold brew. I was going to say, it's like a little story of your day. You wake up in the morning, you'll wash your face, have some cold brew, treat some of the puppies in your puppy mill with Capstar flea treatment, and then give them, of course, Rocco and Roxy pet vitamins. Then you have a nice breakfast of some Fairlife milk. And because apparently you're on the lam, you now need to rent your clothing? That's a thing now? That's all rent? Like, what? I can't imagine owning or wanting to own a piece of clothing so expensive that I'd be like, you know what's more sensible than me buying it? Paying someone to ship it to my house, and then I rent it and then ship it back. What? Samsung Galaxy and Jack in the Box. Oh, my lordy, what I would not give to be able to eat a Jack in the Box egg roll. They're just full of chemicals, and I can't eat them because whatever. But oh Lord, give me the chemicals. They're so delicious. But yeah, it sounds like you're. I don't know. I was gonna for a while. Rustic, it was like she was out of the puppy mill business, but I think she might be on the run now. Before she was doing it off of a cruise ship, but now she's got new plans. She's going wild style. All right. Okay. What are we doing? There we go. Making notes. Hang on. We're too far. Our little foot thing is maladjusted. Oh, okay. That's better. Oh, yeah. But yes. Seriously, I really think you're on the run and you've got like the dogs hidden in your. That's what it is. You're having to rent weird clothing that has extra large pockets so you can carry the dogs. Oh my gosh, maybe you're renting like one of trench coats. Like you open it up and it's full of like pockets, full of dogs. It would make sense to rent a specific item like that. They're like, do you need to show people your illicit wares? Well, look no further. And then it's just Rustic in a trench coat. And then it's like she goes to the grocery store and she's like, oh yeah, I forgot my wallet. And she opens the wrong, like, she's like, eh, and then opens the side, it's full of puppies, like, quack, quack. And she's like, oh no, it's over here. Here we go, of course. Oh, puppies. See, Mona is the size of a puppy, so if I'm ever feeling puppy feelings, I just call for the dog and then I hug her. Okay. So, we can get that giant chunk of green out of here for now. This is the body. And now we're going to see if this hat is the right size for a body. Sometimes we make all of the bodies first. I don't know. This is going to be a color matching, not color, but a size matching game, so to speak. But before we make the beard for this little friend, we're going to work on their hat. Everlyn says, no body, all head. Doot. Oh, that's cute. If anything, the body could be a tiny bit smaller. So I think we are going to roll up all the bodies and then have them ready, and then we'll start matching things up. Yeah, Evelyn, what do you like doing in your in your free time? When you have time that is only for you and you get to choose what to do, Like, what are some of the things that you choose to fill your time? Is it reading, writing, TV, movies, music, writing, reading, drawing, walking dogs, looking at the internet? Everyone says, in my free time, I enjoy drinking coffee, watching sitcoms, listening to EDM, and being crazy. There you go. There you go. Everyone says, I also enjoy a buttload of self-care. So what I would do, if you want to learn more about yourself and who you want to be, I would say go on Reddit and join a coffee drinking subreddit, several for sitcoms, different shows that you like. Join some for EDM, join a bunch of stuff, and you're not going to like all of it, and that's just the way it goes. Think of it as like a sampler plate. Go on Reddit or whatever your social media of choice is, and just, maybe make a new Instagram and just start following start following self-care people and coffee lovers and EDM lovers, and just see what feels best, see what resonates with you, see which posts you're looking forward to, and go from there. And once you find places that you want to be, like in a forum of people who are really into self-care, I would say you would probably be more likely in that situation to find someone whose priorities, interests might be more closely aligned with your own. But you gotta find that out about yourself. Because hang on. I'm very old. I'm very old. And I'm trying to think of someone who's in like a long-term relationship, that because they were looking. And this isn't me faulting you for looking, because how else the fuck do you find what you want? But it's just like the couples that I know who are still together after a long time. They kind of fell together naturally. They didn't expect it. It wasn't, like Rustic, it's not like when she found her partner, she had like a list and she was just like scouting for people who had the things on that list. Actually, thank you, Mr. David, for the reminder. They all got together around their 30s. That's true. That is another thing. Like, we are not I'm not the person I was when I was 19. Thank fuck. I mean, she was fine and all, but, And also, Evelyn, what might be also true is that what you're seeking is connection. And that doesn't have to be romantic. That doesn't have to be any element of romance or attraction or relationship or long-term or short-term relationship even. None of those things have to exist. If you're looking for people who, like the vibe feels good, it might be that, and you're like that, you're seeking connection and a person. It might be what feels right once you find it would be people. More than one person, a group of people to have as friends who are also maybe looking for themselves, who also don't know. But you're not looking for a relationship, but just someone to be around and say, fuck it, dude, me too. just somebody to say, me too. Like, fuck, you know, I hear you. I can't, like, I cannot state how important that is. Just to have somebody who is there, who is not trying to bone you, who you're not trying to bone, and, like, you can just tell them the stuff, and they're like, dude, me too. Rustic says, I was 16, I had no idea what I was doing. Right? And here's the thing, if I had married the dude that I was with when I was 16, or 19, or 21, I would definitely be divorced right now from that person. And even if I'd found Mr. Dreyblood later and we'd gotten together and we might be happy, my previous relationship would have ended up in divorce. Because I didn't want to be with any of those mofos. But sometimes there's people like Rustic. They meet the person at 16 and there you go. Sorry, I just got a message. Remember the lady who I met her at Ross, and then she gave me shoes in the Ross parking lot, and then I made her a ladybug? Actually, 2 ladybugs. I still have not met up with her because we have both been incredibly busy, and apparently she's free on Wednesday. And so she's going to come to my work, and apparently she has another pair of shoes for me, and I'm going to give her the ladybugs. And Dirty Blood says, my first marriage I met when I was 20. Babies. You grew up together. And Rustic says, had I married the dude I was dating before, I'd probably be out of prison by now. Was not a good dude. I'm so glad that baby Rustic, not baby you, but I'm so glad that young Rustic was like, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that these bodies are gonna need to be chopped down. Like, most of them. That's okay. We are going to, in response to that, no, we are just going to wipe the brown clay off of our fingers. And why are we rubbing alcohol directly on our hands instead of washing our hands? Well, one, our house was built in 1904. Only one corner of it is plumbed, and I'm not exaggerating. That is not an exaggeration. Only one corner of one floor of this entire house is plumbed. So the nearest sink is, like, down the staircase through, like, 3 other rooms to one of the 2 sinks in the house. Hand wash, and then back through those rooms, and then back up the stairs, which makes me out of breath and sweaty. And I do not like it when I sweat. That's super gross. Other people sweating, good for them. Me sweating, no. Russell says, yeah, me too. He's a good dude now. Lesson learned for him, I suppose. Harry says, BRB, Mookawak. Rustic says, they put it all in one convenient spot for you. Yes, they really did. Because the house was not, of course, when it was not plumbed when it was built. And so when they did add plumbing, they turned the butler's pantry into the bathroom. They covered up what was the back porch. Like, they took that and, like, walled it in and made that the laundry area. And then right next to that is the kitchen. Everyone says, hi, I'm back. Was trying to unclog the ice machine. Nice. You told me something about Reddit. Yes. So you like coffee and Reddit and, not Reddit. You like coffee and sitcoms and, other things like that. Join Reddit and join a bunch of subreddits. Join coffee lovers. Join subreddits for your favorite shows. Join subreddits for self-care. For young people in your same your same type of situation. There will be so many. And you're not going to like all of them, and that's fine. But yes, coffee and crochet, join a crafting thing, join a bunch of EDM forums, join ones for the genre, join them for specific bands. Your community is out there somewhere, and seriously, they will be glad to have you. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you love that EDM remix? God, I wish I knew someone who wanted to hang around and listen to that and not get high. And then you could be like, oh my God, that's me. But you have to put yourself there. You have to, like, put yourself in the situation where you have the opportunity to meet people with similar interests. And it's not all going to work. Some of them are going to be jerks. Some of them will be exclusive. Some of them will whatever. But you'll find one. But just find people with your similar interests and just join. Okay. Hopefully hands debrownified. I think this might be our littlest guy. I still want the bodies smaller. And luckily, polymer is a very, like, forgiving and malleable medium. We don't need to, like, this isn't a big deal. We just go, I'd like this to be smaller. Doot! And we slice a little coin off of its buns. Rustic says, aww. Right? I'm liking the look of them with the little hat on. Hang on, what is that? Okay. Little brown gnome. And then we decided on these light taupe for the beards. I think that is absolutely the right decision. I think light green would have just pulled focus, like thinned out the effect of the other green, because if there's green elsewhere on the outfit, it's like, on the outfit. You know what I mean? Elsewhere on the gnome. Sorry, I've been watching, I hadn't done a couple days, but I've been watching a lot of Project Runway. And I freaking love Project Runway. Because, you know, is it because I'm into the latest fashions? Oh, fuck no. That's not my jam. But it's so interesting. Like, it's such a creative challenge for these people, and watching it makes me want to make things. Yeah, and I didn't like the shape of that beard, so I was rounding it with the nearest thing, which was a toothpick. Okay, hang on. Now we need noses out of the nose box. And this is kind of a larger nose, but in this situation, I don't want the nose to get lost under the pineapple. Oh, and see, that's actually kind of a cute contrast, because that's a little body. Okay. I gotta say, making the body smaller was absolutely the right decision. Look at that. Like, seriously, look at this dude. Oh, that is so cute. See, and then we're going to put lines and then put a little green thing on top. Oh, that's adorable already. Oh my god, I love it. Okay. Right now, this whole item is very warm due to the tiny oven hands. And so we're going to just let it sit and relax for a minute. Oh, that is so stinking cute, though. Well, to me, it's clear. And if anyone has like other thoughts, please like please say so. I think we should do all of them. Rustic says, they're adorable! See, I think we should do all of them with smaller bodies. Like, I think the key on that one that made it cuter is letting the pineapple be oversized and just having that little bitty body. I think there's just something extra cuter about that. We've already got our 6 pineapples sized out, and it's easy to change the size of a body. And we definitely don't want the pineapples to be any smaller. And so I think if we want that look, the simple answer is, yeah, that one's going to get chopped literally in half. And that's fine. They're all going to get cut down. And so this doesn't, doesn't really matter. Wait, which one did I just pick up? No, it was not that one. Okay. Yeah, so that's going to get cut. Sorry, I thought I poked my finger. I did not. In half. And this clay is already conditioned and shaped. So adjusting it like that is very easy. We just give it a nice another finished edge. Ooh, wait, just kidding. What should we do next? Before we do anything else, we should do the lines on this friend's hat. That way if we go, oh shit, this thing is too small to make enough lines, or it's too big, or whatever, let's find out now. Will we have one of them that has a hat? Not until all of them have hats based on our current, possibly cockamamie scheme. Idea. You know what I mean. It's not a scheme, but you know what I mean. I am looking for the thing that's like a plastic cadouli, and it's got like a chicka on it. Seriously, there's a reason we have so many different tools, and it's because they're quite literally like, there we go. They are not all the same. We need something, because we're not trying to draw like a razor line. We're not going to do it with, say, an X-Acto knife, because then we've just made a line and then it's got sharp edges. Like, and it's like, what are we sticking cloves in a ham? No. But we don't want to just scrape it on there with like a round thing, because then it leaves like a furrow. Also not accurate. This is a clay something out of one of my many selections of clay tools and stuff. Because I also buy things at thrift stores. I've been the crafty friend for years, and so when people have craft tools, they're like, I don't need this anymore. Would you like a XYZ? I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And so Rustic says, it's so fancy, right? It's got the little thing on it, but yeah, where did I get this? No idea. This isn't a bone. Like, we have things that are made of bone, like the bone folder. This is just plastic, but the edge of this will give us just the little bit of kind of divot that we need, hopefully. And so we are going to take this and make lines leading up to the top. And we do have a little bit of kind of forgiveness waiting for us at the top. Oh, hey, we don't want them curved like that. We want them straight. Try to stay straight. Because it's going to have that little green leaf top on it. And that will help to hide some, say, interesting line work. But for right now, we really just want it to be... Okay, now his head looks like a basketball. Oh. Okay. Those are our pineapple tops. We'll be right back. very warm. We're going to let it cool. Alright. It's so fancy. It's already looking cuter. Oh, thank you. Okay. What do we think from the front? Because the back and sides are a little questionable, but remember, this is going to be part of a set of fridge magnets. They're going on a fridge with magnets on the back. Ooh, hang on. That's what we're going to do. So, we're going to, there we go. Go through our box. Here's this yellow. We're going to cut off a little piece, and then we're going to use that for our, essentially the demo, or not demo, the trial of adding chalk pastels to this. Because when we look at a pineapple, its pineapple self is, you know, pineapple textured, like pineapple, rather like pineapple colored, but then like the little diamond pieces of it come out like meow. And those have, like, they have more brown on them. And so we're thinking, God, I used to have somewhere around here is a piece of wire mesh. I don't know what I did with it though. Unlurk, because I'm trying to think, because we do have, Sam says, I remembered, lol. I love that. I love that for you. But yeah, I'm, because somewhere around here, I think is, fuck, I don't know. We're actually going to look in our silicone molds and see if we have a texture sheet that makes a diamond pattern. Ooh. Alternately, we could get